This is Infinix Note 12 G96, otherwise known as Infinix Note 12 Turbo. It is the fourth model in the Note 12 series. This particular version, as the name suggests, is powered by Mediatek Helio G96 chipset. It got 6.7 inches AMOLED display, 5000 mAh battery, and 50 megapixel main sensor. Having used this device for a couple of days now, here is what to know about this particular Note 12 variant in case you want to get one for yourself. Priced at 138,000 Naira for the base memory variant of 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. The retail package comprises the sleek-looking smartphone itself, and the one right here is the first black color option that tends to reflect a bluish color concept. You also get 33W charging brick, a C-type USB cable, your SIM tray ejector tool, pre-wired headphone, a silicone case to protect your phone, free MTN 1.5GB data, and the usual documents. Infinix stepped up with the design on the Note 12 G96, showcasing a wavy pattern on the polycarbonate panel on the back. The finish is well textured, so you don't need to worry about fingerprint smudges, meaning you can use this without a case if you prefer. It also have these flat frame edges that will remind you of latest iPhones and some higher-end Android phones. The camera bumps on the other side have this modern design significant to what's being used these days in any other smartphone. However, I just don't find it useful for the extended glossy part on the right side. I guess it adds to making the phone very attractive, which is what most users probably enjoy in a smartphone. The front is made of Gorilla Glass 3 protection with a 16 megapixel selfie camera placed at the upper center, as well as the earpiece, which is also one of the stereo speakers. Underneath, it got 3.5 headphone jack, a microphone, a Type-C USB port, and a stereo speaker grill. The left side of the plastic frame got its dedicated SIM tray housing 2 SIM cards and a micro SD card, while the right side features the tactile volume rocker and fingerprint scanner doubling as power button. The overall design doesn't exactly scream premium, and of course that is not to say it's a cheap feeling device. It's just around what you expect for a budget smartphone. It's very eye-catching and comfortable to hold with one hand despite its size. And it's impressive that Infinix managed to still pack a 5000 mAh battery inside a 7.8mm slender body. While the biometric feature is good at what it does, however, it's overly sensitive, leading to lots of buzzing from haptic feedback from the tiniest touch. I keep on trying to accidentally unlock the phone when I'm just putting it down or inserting it into my pocket. It would have been much better if the fingerprint scanner was placed a bit higher to alleviate this issue. It's not much of an issue though, but it's annoying at times. One of the phone's main key features is the large 6.7 inches HD Plus AMOLED display with a resolution of 2400 by 1080 pixel, which is sharp, with good contrast, vibrant colors, and a decent level of brightness. At peak brightness of 514 nits, using the phone outdoors in direct sunlight gave a slight struggle seeing the display. Not all that bad, it's just what you also get from a budget smartphone. When it comes to multimedia consumption, the display does perform as it should. The AMOLED panel is great for watching your favorite movies, shows, and in gaming. The screen has sharp output with vibrant colors and deep blacks, especially when compared with other budget phones that offers LCD displays. You also get the always-on display feature, useful for displaying info such as time, date, and notification on off-screen with customizable features. However, the screen refresh rate is kept at 60Hz instead of higher refresh rate that's needed for quick touch response while gaming. If you are coming from 90Hz or 120Hz refresh rate, you will definitely notice the difference. Infinix did include a feature known as Ultra Touch for swipe and motion speed, which somehow helped in smooth scrolling. While you do lose out on the higher refresh rate, the Note 12 G96 makes up for it by using a full HD Plus AMOLED panel. This makes the device one of the phones in its price to use an AMOLED screen, which is a good trade-off for a lack of high refresh rate option. You also get a stereo speakers here, and they sound surprisingly good. There is a decent amount of volume available, and the tonal response is remarkably balanced. To be honest, they sound better than many phones I've tested. As earlier mentioned at the beginning and also referenced in the device name, powering this phone is the Mediatek Helio G96 processor, making it a more powerful option than the regular Note 12 with its G88 chipset. This octa-core chip with a clock speed of up to 2.05 GHz is a rival to the Qualcomm Snapdragon 680, and helping out here is 8GB of RAM. Infinix offers something becoming more common to extended RAM, where you can get an extra 3 GB of RAM from the storage. Since this is not a feature with an off and on switch, I can't comment on its effectiveness, but it does come across as something of a gimmick. The processor in here is actually good for gaming, but not that good enough for high graphics demanding games. It's a fairly old processor at this time. It should still be capable of running today's popular games smoothly, but don't expect much when playing games that pass its power. Battery life, on the other hand, is a strong point for this phone, partly thanks to the large 5000 mAh cell as well as the 60Hz refresh rate that doesn't consume much battery. The device is able to last for more than a day for light usage across calls, social media, movies, and little of gaming. Charging is rated at 33 watts, which is a long way off the fastest one right now, but it's decent enough at the budget end of the market, taking up to 1 hour 30 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%. Infinix did include Google's Android 12 OS, skinned with their XOS 10.6. The overall UI feels clean with pre-organized folders. While usability is fine if you are used to Android phones, the OS has an annoying amount of notifications and pre-installed apps when you first use it. While you can turn off the notification and remove some of the installed apps, it's a hassle to be greeted with this when you first open the phone. Meanwhile, the Note 12 G96 will be among the Infinix phones to receive the next generation Android 13 update come 2023. Now, let's take a look at the cameras and its performance. While the Helio G96 chipset in this device supports up to 108 megapixel sensor, which Infinix did include on their VIP version of the Note 12 series, they cut corners on this one by giving it 50 megapixel main sensor. It also got 2 megapixel depth lens. Forget about the third mysterious sensor, it adds nothing to taking good pictures with this phone. The main camera is able to deliver quality photos both outdoors, in daytime and indoors. Images taken in these situations have good colors and fair amount of detail. Super Night Shot also produce decent images with more detail. Surprisingly, it does have great color reproduction, especially in bright conditions. Both front and back cameras can shoot up to 2K resolution at 30 frame rate per second. 1080p resolution is also kept at 30 FPS with no stabilization, so expect shaky videos, especially when shooting in handheld. It's a smartphone with no surprises, but will definitely provide you things that you need, from giving you decent performance to the display as well as its cameras and battery. Infinix wanted to position this particular one as one of the most affordable gaming smartphone, packed with top-tier specs. I didn't encounter any major issues and complaints while using it as day-to-day go-to device, making it a great recommendation for people looking for the best affordable gaming smartphone in the market today with no ifs or buts. Though there is some room for improvement here, especially when it comes to the fingerprint scanner placement. Plus, it would have been nice to see at least an ultra-wide camera for its rare shooters. If you haven't, please hit the free subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so you won't miss my new videos like this one. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.